Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be giving an update on my finances for November 2022. November was a good month. It was a good month for me just overall, but also financially. I will say that as we go through my spending, you'll see a lot of red, but you'll also see that my income was insane for November. And I'm very, very grateful to say that November was my highest earning month ever in my life, ever this year, so it's just mind-blowing. That helped out a ton. I did end up spending more money in multiple categories. You'll see I did go over budget, but I'm glad to say that the money was there for it. I'm not saying if you make more money you should necessarily spend it, but that's just what happened for November. You'll see all the numbers. Then we're gonna get into the exciting stuff. My net worth was higher than I expected, so yeah, let's just jump right in. So I do need to share the update on the money goals that I set for November. The first one was to reach at least $24,000 saved for my student loan debt. Let me actually first give an update or not really an update because many of y'all know this now, but the student loan debt cancellation it's not happening. I know that the Biden administration had appealed it and that was also rejected. So it is still just not happening. Definitely not happening this year. I'm sure they're gonna continue to try to get it to happen, but I don't expect that anytime soon or ever. They did also announce in November that the forbearance is extended through the end of June or 60 days after they make a decision. Like if they do allow for the student loan debt cancellation, it would be 60 days after that allowance. The forbearance just keeps on getting extended. So who knows if that's actually when it's going to end, the end of June. That is what I would expect, but I also expected it to stop being extended many, many times ago. And, by the time we get to the end of June 2023, that's going to be like, 3.5 years of being in forbearance. And by then I will have enough money saved for my student loan debt to be completely paid off. So just going to take it one day at a time, 1 month at a time, because we really have no control of that. And I'm just going to continue to save for my student loans. So yeah, back to my goal. I wanted to reach $24,000 in November, save for my student loan debt, and I did. I got above that, and I'll share that number when I go through all of my savings numbers in just a moment. Goal number 2 was to make at least $2,000 between my online and extra income, and I did. I exceeded that. I'll give you the numbers in just a bit as well. Also, I film a video every month on where my money comes from in regards to my business as well as my extra incomes. So that video will be up soon if you're interested in how I actually earned the money. So yes, those are the updates on the money goals I set for November, and we can go ahead and get into my spending numbers. We will now go to my Google spreadsheet. This is always linked down below. If you want a copy for yourself, you do have to make a copy of this spreadsheet. It is very simple, very clean and straight to the point. That's how I prefer for things to look, but you can get this for free. You just have to make a copy. Please do not request access. We're gonna start at the top here and go through my income. If you've been keeping up with my Transfer Tuesdays, or maybe even, I don't know when I first announced it, but I did get a raise, and I was told that I would be getting a raise in October, and I didn't actually get that raise until my first paycheck in November. So my paycheck was a little bit higher, my paychecks were a little bit higher, $3,816.09. So I got a 5% raise at my full-time job. That's, I would say, like a average to good raise. I don't know. I guess I don't know what exactly is normal. We did have a performance review. I requested a raise and they did give me the 5%. I did talk about this before, but my income is just kind of average, my full-time job income. So 5% of my average income is really not that big of a bump, but I am still grateful for the increase, and it does help out. It allows me to put a little bit extra to my financial goals, and y'all have been seeing me do that in my Transfer Tuesdays. Okay, business income. This is from online income. I have a couple of YouTube channels, a couple of blogs. I do offer financial coaching, and I also, with all of this, I get affiliate sales, I get sponsorships, and November was really strong. So my online income was $3,617.51 for November. excuse my language, but holy shit. Like, this is mind-blowing to me. Do you see how close I am to earning just as much as my full-time job? Like, I'm gonna surpass that. Eventually, that's the goal, you know. This isn't gonna be every single month. Like, in December, I'm gonna have a pretty strong online income month, but it's not gonna be $3,600 unless something crazy happens. And y'all see every single month I share this number, and it's never been this high. Usually it's like 1,600 or so, which is still great, but this, yeah, I couldn't believe it, and it feels amazing. I'm very, very grateful for this. So let me just say here too, thank you, because a lot of this would not be possible if you weren't watching this, for the direct support that I received from people. But yeah, just you being here, because I have affiliate sales and sponsorship opportunities because of y'all watching this. So I really, really appreciate it. And I don't know, like, this feeling, I don't know, it's mind-blowing to me that I'm at this point. Yes, I've worked really hard for this. It's been years of me creating content, but to finally be here, and as I said, this isn't something I expect to earn every single month. This is definitely skewing my data. November's skewing my data, but it's still just absolutely insane. And then other income, this is anything outside of my business. That was $687.23. And yeah, you can see between the two, I passed my full-time job income. So amazing. Altogether, I made $8,120.83. Keep in mind that I do have to pay taxes on, depending on what it is, sometimes my extra income, but definitely on my online income. I didn't pull anything from my sinking fund, so we can go down to my spending. First up is taxes. I budgeted $300, but as y'all saw above, I definitely would need to save more than $300 to put toward my quarterly estimated taxes. So I saved $720 for those, and that's, you know, $420 over what I was expecting, but that is normal. Sinking funds, I had budgeted $550. This was just an error on my part because I didn't realize the total that I was saving for my sinking funds is actually $350. So that's what I actually put toward my sinking funds. Next is my Roth IRA. I did my usual $300 to that. I budgeted $75 for donations, but I ended up doing $500. And the reason for this was because my company, the company I work at, was offering matching for our donations. They were offering up to $500 in matching donations per employee, and I thought that was incredible. So I was like, let me just go ahead and take advantage of that, because that means my $500 would double. It would go a lot further, and I'm definitely capable of donating $500, so I was happy to do that. This is also why for December I budgeted $0 for donations, because $500 is still, you know, a large chunk of cash. So I'm just gonna hold off on donating probably for December, January, February, and then after that I'll get back to it. So yeah, happy that my money was able to be doubled, and I'm also really grateful that my company did that. I thought that was awesome. I donated to Barkville Dog Rescue per usual. Rent, trash, and pest fee. This is about $1,400. That's what I budgeted. That's lower than my typical rent. My rent is $1,537, but I had a credit for my electricity. I talked about this in my December budget. I ended up paying the full amount for my rent because my apartment ended up not giving me that credit because my apartment was bought out by a completely new company, and we have a new portal, and that transition was like everything was deleted, my information. And then I had to pay by check, and they wouldn't allow me to pay $99.35 less. They had me pay like exactly what I paid, you know, what I typically pay. So that's where that came in. But now for December, I did get that credit, so my December rent is lower. Wi-Fi, $55. Electricity, $91. Water and sewage was $17.07. I paid that as part of the check that I gave them. Groceries, I budgeted $400. I know I went over budget here. Oh, that's not too bad. For some reason, I was thinking I went way over budget, but I did not. So $424.20, $24.20 over budget. So that's fine with me. I bought the bulk of the Thanksgiving food items, so that definitely bumped it up, which I knew that, which is why I budgeted more. And then, you know, probably just unnecessary things that I ended up purchasing pushed this over 400 for sure. Household, I budgeted 25. I need to start increasing this a little bit, but I spent $28.57. I bought I bought a light bulb for my mirror. I have like a beauty mirror that like you look in it and it zooms into everything, you know? And I've had that for years, probably like 10 years. I don't know. But the bulb finally went out and I had to purchase it. I didn't have to, but I really I use that mirror every single day. So I bought a replacement for that. That was like $7. And then I bought a carbon monoxide detector for traveling. Recently I saw I don't watch the news, but it was on like YouTube that a few people went to Mexico and stayed in a hotel and ended up passing away from carbon monoxide poisoning because the hotel did not have carbon monoxide alarms. And I thought that was awful. I think that's so tragic and devastating, and especially to be like in a different country and that happening, and then your family had like, that's just awful. So I ended up buying like a portable carbon monoxide detector for my boyfriend and I when we travel in this month. In a few weeks we're going out of the country, and I figured, you know, $21.57 is worth it to potentially save our lives. So not that this is like a common occurring thing, and I've probably stayed at many places where there's no carbon monoxide alarm, but I would rather be safe than sorry. And it was, you know, not even $22. Food out, I budgeted $15, ended up spending $28.82. I spent $10 to reload my Starbucks card. I did buy pizza. That was only, look, what did I pay? $6.38 for pizza. I had a Uber Eats gift card still from my job, and that paid for some of it. And then I bought chocolate. Also candy. I need to add candy to this. I was in Dahlonega, Georgia. There's a fudge factory, and not many of the chocolates are vegan, but there were vegan dark chocolate covered coffee beans, which are phenomenal. And I bought those, and then I bought a couple bags of sour candy, one for me, one for other people. I did count that as food out because that's not groceries. I don't know, like I didn't know where to put it. That to me was like a treat and kind of like food out. So that's what I put it under. Gas for my car, budgeted $60. I did only go once, but it was like a full tank. So that was $39.54, a little bit under budget there. Student loan savings, I budgeted $965, ended up doing $1,022.47. So happy to save more there. Health and beauty, I budgeted $250. Ended up spending $344.13, so $94.13 over budget here. I guess that's not horrible. I did end up purchasing a lot of the items I was going to buy in December in November because of the Black Friday deals. So I was like, you know, I'm going to be buying these anyways in a couple of weeks, so let me just go ahead and get them while they're like 20 to 50% off. Phone, $30. Going to plug Mint Mobile here. They're not sponsoring this video, but I have my link down below. I think right now they're offering 3 months for free if you purchase 3 months, so that's a really good deal, and you can get your phone service for as little as $15, but I have the $30 unlimited plan, so that's linked down below if you're interested. Dogs, $160, that goes to my sister. Business, I budgeted $380. Something ended up costing more. I forgot what it was, or maybe I like purchased something extra. Oh, I bought a ring light. That's right. I forgot who said it. Arlene, I think. Somebody said to get the ring light, like I can write it off. And I do need to get a ring light because I already ordered it. That's what's included here. It was like I think that $26.87 was how much it was. Because I work like 9 to 5, literally by the time I get off work, it's dark in my apartment. It is too dark to film. I've been trying to squeeze in filming during my lunch breaks, and that's been working okay. But if I do ever have to film after 5, the ring light will definitely come in handy. So a little over budget there, but that's okay. Netflix was $15.49. Personal, this is the worst one. I mean, you see, it's all... It's all in the red, and it's hard to see that, but personal was definitely where I did the worst. I budgeted $400. Ended up spending $650.77, $250 over budget here. I primarily purchased workout clothes. The biggest thing outside of my finance stuff, like my favorite thing is working out. I go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week, and that makes me happy. I really kind of justified this because I made more money in November, and I just was like, I want this stuff, I want to purchase it, so I did. And also, I'm doing a no spend year for 2023, which I'm really, really looking forward to, and I'll make more videos on this coming up. But that kind of, yeah, this is part of the reason. It's like I have enough stuff, you know, I'm at the point now, again, in my life where I feel like I'm content with the amount of things that I have, and probably can go a year without purchasing new clothes. Gifts, I budgeted $100. I didn't end up spending anything on gifts. As I mentioned in my December update, I told my family, like, we're not doing gifts this year, so I'm really looking forward to that. And then one more thing to add on here is Spotify. I didn't budget for that because I usually buy it in December, and that was $99. So I always buy the gift card from Amazon or Walmart, depends. Those $99 gift cards that they sell online are good for 12 months. So you get, instead of paying $9.99 per month, you pay like 8 something per month with this $99 gift card. And then also I use my credit card where I get 5% cash back on either Amazon or Walmart, depending on where I buy it from. So I end up, it's like $780, I don't know, $780 per month for Spotify compared to $9.99. So that's a tip for you there. Altogether, I spent $6,802.42. You can see I had a hefty amount, a much heftier amount than I typically have left over because of the amount of income I had coming in, and that rolled over into December. Now let's come to my yearly tracker sheet. We're gonna go over everything that I have in my savings, everything I have in my investments, and then my net worth. All of these values listed here are the final amounts that I had in these accounts, in my high yield savings account, after the interest went through on the last day of the month. So for my taxes, this is money I set aside for my quarterly estimated taxes from my side hustles, my online income. That has $1,374.73 in that. It will be gone by January. Emergency fund, I didn't add anything to it, but the interest went up a little bit, so $6,089.64 there. For gifts, I have $378.17. For travel, I haven't added anything to that, so that's $4.10. Car maintenance, that's at $1,634.61. Car insurance, $273.68. Beauty, $945.40. This is just me saving up for like future things. I feel like I'm pretty vague about this, but I think people may not be interested in what I'm saving for, but it's like potentially laser hair removal or like getting my hair done, or I don't know, I'm just saving for it. So that's what that's for. It's a pretty hefty amount though. It grew really quickly. At least it felt like it did. Zero to profit, this was something I was working on. I haven't touched this in some time. $14.23. House sinking fund, which was previously my MacBook sinking fund, nothing here, so that is still very low at 73 cents. Phone, I bought my new phone, so no need to add to that anymore. I'll probably change the name of that at some point. That's just 40 cents still. Student loan savings, that's the highest amount at $24,239.65. So as I said earlier, my goal was to reach over $24,000 in November, and you can see I was, I had 200 plus more than 24,000, which is very exciting. Altogether, almost $35,000 in cash, which is insane. Now we're gonna move to my investments. First up is my Roth IRA. All of these looked really good, by the way. So Roth IRA is at $11,166.19, up 5% there compared to last month. 401k, and I just put $300 in my Roth IRA, y'all saw from my spending. Up 18.7% in my 401k at $5,372.54. In total, $630 was contributed to my 401k between myself and my employer. M1 Invest, M1 Finance. I didn't get any referrals. I didn't put anything to this, but that also went up 5.2%, $5,964.05 there. Coinbase, this is the only one that went down. Y'all know that crypto, like the crypto world is going crazy. I don't pay attention to it because I don't have much there. It's not something I purchase on a regular basis. I'm still not sure how I feel about it, but I haven't been adding to this. So that was $243.83, down 17.5%. Webull surprisingly went up quite a bit, up 18.6% to $104.52. I am just waiting for this to get over like $110. I might sell it even soon, like while it's over 100, I might as well. This is a single Starbucks stock. I got it from a referral. I just want to sell it because I don't care to have it. And then I'll put that money elsewhere. But I'm just waiting for it to go back up because when I got it, it was like $111. Fidelity went up 0.9% to $143.26. Same with this one. I have this because I got a promo for it and I'm waiting for it to get over $150 so I can just sell that, put it towards something else. I did calculate my investment total increase. So the amount I have invested went up 7.7%, and that's almost $23,000 there. So we can go down to my net worth. My net worth calculates everything here, excluding my taxes, and then I also add whatever balance I had on the last day of the month in my checking accounts, because I have more than one. So first, my total assets, $58,224. Something I always fail to say is that I only count like my money. I have a car, I have other belongings and stuff, but I don't count the car. I don't count those things toward my net worth. It's just personal preference. That's absolutely fine if you choose to count your car in your net worth. It's just not something I would do. It's the same, like if I had a house, I wouldn't count that as my net worth either, unless they were like flipping projects or investment properties, something I was renting out. But yeah, that's just to clarify, personal preference. Total liabilities, still $36,000 of my student loan debt. So my net worth, $22,224 on the dot. I always think it's interesting when all of these numbers add up to be a round number. And this is also, I love repeating digits. Those are like, angel numbers, and I love that. So $22,224. This is crazy because I know that by the end of the year, I wanted my net worth to be $25K, and I'm pretty positive we're gonna hit that. And just looking back at the last year, to go from, well, when I started the year, my net worth was $600. So January 1st, my net worth was $600, and now we're over 22K. And then by the end of the year, I should be over 25K. That's awesome. I'm very, very excited. Here is my graph for 2022. Big jump, definitely like one of the biggest jumps. And it's also so exciting to me because the more money you have invested and the more money you have saved, the easier it is to keep on making money. You have the dividends coming in, you have the compounding interest, and I'm only at 22K. So to see this jump so easily from one month to the next with this amount that I have, and obviously it's very dependent on the performance of the market at the time, but when you have 100K invested or 200 or more invested, your money grows like thousands and thousands of dollars per month. I see some people who have like a net worth of, over $1 million, and month to month, they'll see an increase in their net worth by like $100,000. And that is crazy. It just makes me very hopeful for the future and to be able to experience that. And also just goes to show that like every little bit helps. Just do not give up on this journey because, I just hit a positive net worth not even a year ago, and now I'm here, and that it's just so exciting to me. Okay, and then I'd like to show this chart down here, which is from 2021 through now. So yeah, you can see at the beginning of 2021, I was like negative 25K, negative 23K or something. So that's awesome. Final thing to update on is my credit score, which I actually didn't fill out. I think it went up. Yes, it's at 783. So went up a few points there. That's exciting. I don't really care about it too much. Not now because I'm not expecting to take out any loans or anything. But it's nice for it to be a decent number always. Anyways, that is November in a nutshell. In my opinion, a very strong month overall, and I'm feeling good about it. I'm very excited about December going into the new year. I love this time of year. I don't like the weather, but I just love the feeling of a new year. I think it's really exciting, setting all the goals. It's just the type of person that I've always been. Comment down below if you have any video requests or any questions that I did not address. Also, please feel free to share any of the goals that you achieved in November or how your month went in regards to finances. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.